In this topic, we are going to look at location and position of Africa using lines of latitudes and longitudes. Define the key terms, longitudes and latitudes. Give examples in each of the cases. Equator, tropical of Cancer, Capricorn, Arctic and Antarctic Circle and Greenwich Meridian. Use of the major latitudes and longitudes to locate and show position of Africa on the world map. Use one case study on location of a country on a map using latitudes and longitudes. Revise the importance of longitudes, namely Greenwich Meridian, 0 degrees, for example, telling time, and International Dateline 180 degrees west-east, determining calendar date. Location of Africa. The world is made up of 7 continents. A continent is a large continuous mass of land surrounded by a large mass of water. The 7 continents are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia, listed in order of size. Europe and Asia are sometimes considered a single continent called Eurasia. Asia is the largest continent. There are several oceans and seas that surround these continents. Africa is the second largest of the Earth's 7 continents, covering 30,244,000 square kilometers, including its adjacent islands. The continent has a population of 1.4 billion people as of 2021 population estimates. It accounts for about 18% of the world's human population. Africa's population is the youngest amongst all the continents. Location according to lines of latitudes and longitudes. Africa lies between latitude 37 degrees north and 34 degrees south, and 17 degrees west, and longitude 51 degrees east. The equator almost divides Africa into 2, making the south and the north. Other latitudes crossing Africa are the Tropic of Capricorn in the south at 23.5 degrees S. The Tropic of Cancer in the north crosses Africa at 23.5 degrees N. The only well-known longitude is the Greenwich Meridian, also known as Prime Meridian, crosses Africa through Accra, the capital city of Ghana in West Africa. North of Africa is the Mediterranean Sea, which separates it from Europe. In the far northwest, Africa is separated from Europe by the very narrow Straits of Gibraltar. To the northeast of Africa is the Red Sea, which separates Africa from Asia. The Suez Canal connects the Red Sea to the Mediterranean Sea. To the east of Africa is the Indian Ocean, which has a number of important islands. Madagascar is the largest, and others include the Comoros, Zanzibar, Pemba, Seychelles, Mauritius, Reunion, and Socotra. Find the Indian Ocean and its islands on the map. Study the map of Africa carefully and answer the following questions. You can use the atlas. Refer to the atlas book. Name the continents which surround Africa. Which of these continents is divided from Africa by a narrow sea? Which continent is joined to Africa by a narrow neck of land? Which continent lies to the west of us? Use the scale line to estimate how far it is from West Africa to the eastern tip of this continent. What is the name of the continent which lies to the south of Africa? Write down anything you know about this continent. Which important line of latitude runs through the center of Africa? Estimate the latitude of the southern and northern tips of Africa. Estimate the westernmost and the easternmost lines of longitude which touch our continent. Locating countries using latitude and longitude. To describe the location of a country, we need two sets of latitude lines, the most northerly and the most southerly, and two sets of longitude lines, the most westerly and the most easterly. Kenya. Look at Kenya on the map of Africa. Its most northerly point, near the borders with Sudan and Ethiopia, lies halfway between latitude line 0 degrees and 10 degrees north. That is about 5 degrees north. Its most southerly point lies nearly halfway between latitude line 0 degrees and 10 degrees south. That is about 4.5 degrees south. We can say the latitude of Kenya extends from 5 degrees north to 4.5 degrees south. In the west, on the border with Uganda, Kenya reaches 35 degrees east. In the east, near the borders with Somalia and Ethiopia, it reaches 42 degrees east. This means the longitude of Kenya extends from 35 degrees east to 42 degrees east. We can now describe the location of Kenya using latitude and longitude. It lies between 5 degrees north, 4.5 degrees south and 35 degrees east, 42 degrees east. Libya. Look at Libya on the map. Its most northerly point lies about a third of the way between latitudes 30 degrees north and 40 degrees north, that is about 33 degrees north. Its most southerly point lies just below 20 degrees north, at about 19 degrees north. In the east, at the border with Egypt, Libya reaches about halfway between longitudes 20 degrees east and 30 degrees east, at about 25 degrees east. In the west it reaches just to the west of longitude 10 degrees east, which is about 9 degrees east. So the location of Libya is between 19 degrees north, 33 degrees north and 9 degrees east, 25 degrees east. South Africa. Find South Africa on the map. Its most northerly point lies between the Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degrees S, and the latitude 20 degrees south at about 22 degrees south. Its southerly point is south of the 30 degrees south latitude, at about 35 degrees south. In the west, near the border with Namibia, it reaches about 17 degrees east. In the east, near the border with Mozambique, it reaches about 33 degrees east. So the location of South Africa is between 22 degrees south, 35 degrees south and 17 degrees east, 33 degrees east. Zambia. Find Zambia on the map. Its most northerly point is about 7 degrees south and its most southerly point is about 11 degrees south. Its easternmost point is about 34 degrees east and its most westerly point is about 22 degrees. Zambia's location can therefore be described as between 7 degrees south, 17 degrees south and 22 degrees east, 34 degrees east. Activity. Look carefully at the map of Africa. How many countries are there in Africa? Name 3 countries in the south of Africa. Which countries border on the Mediterranean Sea? How far is the most northern point of Africa from the most southern point? Use the scale to work this out. Which country do you find where the prime meridian meets 20 degrees north? Which country lies between 6 degrees south, 18 degrees south and 12 degrees east, 24 degrees east? Describe the position of Nigeria using latitude and longitude. Choose 4 other countries of Africa and locate them using latitude and longitude. 2. Draw your own map of Africa. Mark on it the following. A. The oceans and seas which surround it. B. Lines of latitude from 30 degrees north to 30 degrees south at 10 degrees intervals. C. Lines of longitude from 30 degrees W to 60 degrees east at 10 degrees intervals. D. Europe and Asia. E. The names of countries crossed by the equator.